Okay, I'm doing this how you pronounce things challenge thing for TSR. Right, name and username. My name's Nat and my username is Pink Mobile Phone. Where am I from? I am originally from France, but I only lived there for 3 years. Lived most of my life in Leeds, West Yorkshire, and I've now lived for the past 5.5 years in Barnsley, South Yorkshire. I'm supposed to pronounce the following words now. Okay. Aunt, roof, root, theatre, iron, salmon, caramel, fire, water, New Orleans, pecan, both, again, probably, Alabama, lawyer, coupon, mayonnaise. Now this says pajamas, but I would pronounce it pyjamas and I would spell it with a Y, P-Y-J. Court, naturally, aluminium, GIF, although I have heard somewhere that it's supposed to be pronounced GIF, but to me that's just either a lemon or a cleaning product, so GIF. Tumbler, crackerjack, doorknob, envelope, and gapoy, which I've never heard of before until this thread. Gapoy, gratuitous picture of yourself, apparently. It could be G-poy, but just initially looking at it, I would say gapoy. Right, now I'm going to answer the following questions. Oh, so what do you call it when you throw toilet paper over a house? Why would people do that? Why would you throw toilet paper over a house? More to the point, how could you actually throw toilet paper over a house? I mean, that's a pretty big throw. It's called TPing, isn't it? It's what I've heard from American films anyway. Sounds like a load of rubbish to me. What do you call a bubbly carbonated drink? That would be pop or fizzy pop. Gym shoes. That would be trainers. Grandparents. Well, I don't call my grandparents anything, they're dead. When they were alive, though, my maternal grandmother I called either Granny or Babcia, because she was Polish. My maternal grandfather I never knew. My paternal grandmother was Mémère, because she was French. And my paternal grandfather was Pépère, because he was French. As for my own kids, they call my mother Granny, they call my dad Grandad, they call my stepmother Grandma June, and they call their grandmother on my husband's side Nana. Wheeled contraption at the supermarket, that would be a trolley. TV channel changer. Now, I've always called it a tick-tick, because you kind of go tick-tick with the buttons. But my husband calls it a clicker, so now in the house we just kind of go with whichever. It's either a tick-tick or a clicker. Read a passage from a book. Okay, I'm in my daughter's room, so read a passage from a book. We've got How to Train Your Dragons. Which was a mistake because Fishlegs turned on him and shook off the arm in an extremity of rage, shouting, "Will you stop interfering?" "I only interfered," said Hiccup soothingly, "to stop you falling 30 feet onto your head." "You're always interfering," yelled Fishlegs. "You interfered when you said that you wrote those poems I spent ages writing." "I did that so that Ugg, the ugly thug, wouldn't murder you on the spot," said Hiccup, really worried about Fishlegs now. "Ha! The real reason is that you think I'm not good enough for a real princess, don't you?" howled Fishlegs. What a weird book. She loves this stuff. Never read it before. Do you think you have an accent? Of course I have an accent. Everybody has an accent. How can you not have an accent? I have definitely not got an American accent. I have some form of English accent. Whether you place me as being Yorkshire or not, I'm not sure. Sometimes my accent seems stronger than other times, but of course I've got an accent. Because if you were an American, you could immediately hear my accent. It's quite obvious. Everybody who says that they don't have an accent is just delusional. Would I rather be a wizard or a vampire? Who makes this stuff up, really? What does that have to do with anything? Out of the two, a wizard, I guess. Why would I want to go around drinking blood? Am I saying that? I would love to live forever. So, the vampire has its advantages. This is still such an irrelevant question. Do you know anyone on Tumblr in real life? I don't even go on Tumblr, and again, it's an irrelevant question. Say any 3 words you want. Okay. Scone, as opposed to scone. I would say scone. The round thing that you would make sandwiches into is a bread cake. It's not a bap. It's not a barn. It's not a bread bun. Those are different things. It's a bread cake. 3 words. Trying to think of a suitable third word that's people might pronounce differently. I don't know. Blancmange. I love the word blancmange. I'm sure everybody pronounces blancmange, but it's a good word, so blancmange. That's about it. So, challenge finished.